Welcome to Tinks Invest. We're talking about investing, finance, and professional development. That's a recording time of 9:17 a.m. on Eastern Time. Ethereum can trade $2,604, up about 0.10% so far. As you can see clearly on the overall crypto market, we're relatively flat to up or down right now, just kind of a mixed bag. But relatively speaking, we're still kind of flat at the moment. And with respect to next week, in comparisons to basically the two subsequent weeks that we've experienced so far, I foresee this week is going to be a little bit less volatile in comparisons to the other ones. But we do have two specific factors that we need to watch out for. So one is some of the recent developments with respect to the tension between Ukraine and Russia. It seems like in addition to the additional troop support coming from the U.S., that Joe Biden has announced on last Friday that he's expected to deploy approximately 7,000 troops, if I'm not mistaken, to support in defense mode. Obviously, the tension that is seems like is cultivating. In addition to that, we also seen news early today talk about UK in the alliance with the U.S. support as well. So it seems like they are sending their respective troops, or on a preliminary perspective, foreshadowing that they are going to be. So nothing confirmatory yet from both the U.S. side and UK side. So we'll see how that goes. If I don't foresee the war is going to be full on broken out, this is definitely something that I don't have the power, the political understanding to predict if this is going to happen or not. But ultimately, with respect to the frame of risk management level, if we were to crash, right, due to the breakout of the war or some sort of a shock and all type of affectation in the media front, we will know what levels will we subsequently lie down to, which we'll go to the technical analysis in a bit. And then the next factor, which is gonna be on the later part of next week, and it's gonna happen on the 4th of February, which is next Friday. And basically, this is gonna be a release of the job report for January. But some of the things that we have to watch out for is that depending on how people are digesting the data, we already know there's going to be some adjustments into the data due to the fact that there was a gap, between December 29th to Jan 10th, where about 14 million Americans did not work at some point around that time due to the COVID-19 breakout, right? So with that type of dip in the statistics, it could technically skew the data in the job reports ahead, right? So I think the market might try to adjust or try to price in the report ahead of it comes out. So ultimately, we are in the business of risk mitigation, and I think we might see some anticipatory pressure ahead of the report release. So that's something that we might time for sometimes around like Thursday or Wednesday. On Monday, we might already see some adjustments because of this hedge until Friday, right? But if we have been adjusting for the bulk of the week, before Friday, we should technically see a confirmatory signal on Friday, and then it will subsequently rally from there. So that's like how people psychologically would play it. Now we have this additional elements with the war between Ukraine and Russia. That's something that's also we have to be cautious of, like how it's going to be shaking out. But ultimately, again, right, with the frame of risk management level that we are looking at, the logical technical frames, we will be able to decipher what levels to be incurring additional risks or additional time to be holding, or are we thinking about just like full on crash going forward? Which I don't foresee that to be happening, the third option. And in addition to that, that's a third element, which is something we've experienced last week already, is with respect to more tech companies reporting their earnings for Q4 2021. So that's more of a driver onto the equity market, obviously. But if we see some significant drivers or some significant activity, adjacent to the crypto exposures for these respective tech companies, we should technically see some buying pressure. But if just there's just more confirmatory signals onto the tech sectors, let's just like hypothetically speaking, there's some positive developments on the supply chain type of affectation, and it gives people more confidence among investing into tech companies because of this macro issues. It should technically have some anti-collision effect onto the overall market, which will deplete out of the circulatory system, pointing at cryptocurrencies, right? So that's something we might have to think about. But in terms of the overall macro tech, just on a technical front, we are relatively near the oversold level already. So let's just dive into technicals without wasting any more time. With respect to recording time, again, it's 9:22 a.m. on the Eastern time. Ethereum is approximated around like the $2,600. We are at the comfortable level, right? The next level we need to get up to sustain this bullish momentum will be the 2,850. So that's a level we need to watch out for. We have the 35 out of 70. We just formed a cross recently. So the bullish setup is relatively favorable to us in terms of risk versus reward ratio. So incurring risk right now, knowing the fact that we are still in the submerged extreme steep level, it's logical. Respect to Bitcoin down about 1%. The next level we need to sustain the bullishness will be the 40,000, which is a critical level. We formed a cross recently with a 36.56 out of 70 right now. So still logical for us to incur risk for the long term. It's no reason for you to feel worried at all, because if you get emotionally disturbed by just weeks of volatility, what about years going forward? What about months going forward? I get it, it's your money, so you see that paper loss or paper gains, and it drives your feelings. But just know that your feelings has nothing to do with quantitatives, right? It's about thinking logically, thinking the long-term vision, right? And eventually, just purely based on supply and demand dynamics, it will rise from here, just on a pure logics, right? So with respect to Dogecoin, is down about 1.75%, 1404 right now. I like anywhere from 13.50 all the way to 12 cents with the 39 of 70. Still at the upper echelon of the oversold, but it's still oversold, obviously, right? Cardano is at 105. I like anywhere from 102 to 92 from here. Solana is 94 right now, down about 1.4%. I like anywhere from current level all the way to $80 right now, to be honest with you. I really do like Solana in the current setup right now. We are about to cross up as well. So you can see how many times we're basically bounced from the bottom already. So this is a tolerable level to incur risk at. XRP is down about 0.10%. I like anywhere from current level to 55. Polkadot down 50%, right? Down 0.5% on 50%. At 1838 right now, anywhere from the current level all the way to the 1587, still tolerable. Algorand's down about 3.4%, 94 right now. I like anywhere from the 91 all the way to 80 from here. Shiba Inu is at 21 right now, down about 1.13%. Again, I like anywhere from the low 2000s, right, which is the first level of consolidation, to the 1400 to 900 from here, based on our technicals. And with respect to Polygon, I like anywhere from 143 to 120. I wouldn't really be touching it right now because we do have a large separation. I think 143 would be a first level to incur risk to 120. AVAX is down about 4.28%, 59 to 50 would be logical. Terra is down about 4.22%. So remember the frames of reference, right? 62, 52, 45. So we're heading to 45, which is, again, that's the level that I would personally be buying at. So watch out for it. I think placing your limit order around there would be logical. In respect to risk management level, these are levels identified so far. Let me know if you have specific questions on to the price charts. It's updated as of this morning. And hope you guys have a good Sunday as well. Next week's going to be less volatile because of the timing elements onto it. But the war breakout can be a potential black swan event. So mentally prepare yourself and do not make any emotional decisions. And always use technical frames of reference to formalize your executions. Appreciate you. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.